Lock in, fuck niggas. I'm chirping. I forgot I had a whole mic with me. What is good, gang? What is good? All I want to say is lock in, fuck niggas. Why, yo, I need y'all to lock in today. We have a great live stream for you today. Today we are focused on Marjorie Taylor Greene and the things that she's been doing. Obviously, she has resigned from her seat of the House of Representatives. Marjorie Taylor Greene was an astonished MAGA supporter, guys, and she's no longer a part of the House of Representatives. Well, she's going to be leaving in January, early January, January 8th, I believe. So make sure you show some love, guys. If you fuck with me, make sure you follow me in all platforms at Simple Black Theory, guys. Thank you so much. And first, let's give it a round of applause real quick. Thank you guys so much. We're almost at 350,000 followers on TikTok. We're almost at 500,000 followers on Instagram, and we're doing good on Facebook, and we're almost at 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. So guys, thank you so much. Matter of fact, another round of applause. Another round of applause. Another round of applause. Guys, I just got a soundboard, so I'm really excited. Today's conversation is going to be great. I thought you was on with her right now. That's so funny. Nah, I'm not on with Marjorie Taylor Greene. But today we're actually going to be reacting to Marjorie Taylor Greene's resignation and really talk about her quote-unquote legacy and what she's done in the House of Representatives. One thing I do want to say is I do believe the reason why Marjorie Taylor Greene left the House of Representatives was solely because of the the Jeffrey Epstein files. Her trying to get the Jeffrey Epstein files released honestly put her in harm's way, and I guess she got some threat or Donald Trump talked to her and she's no longer part of the House of Representatives. That's what I believe. I could be wrong, but there's no other reason why this woman has to leave the House of Representatives. Mind you, she's been against Republicans for a lot of things. She was against the Republicans when it came to shutting down the government, and she didn't resign then. She resigned after the Epstein files was signed by Donald Trump into law. So is that not weird? Whatever. We're about to check this out, guys. Make sure you show some love. I'm so excited. Thank you so much. Let's get to it. So this is Marjorie Taylor Greene, and she's basically going to tell us her resigning. So let's get it. Ooh, not playing. There we go.
Represented the common American man and woman as a member of the House of Representatives, which is why I've always been despised in Washington, D.C. and just never fit in. Americans.
You never fit in? What you talking about, Marjorie? You are racist. You and Nancy Mace said some really malicious remarks, especially to Jasmine Crockett. She had to call you a butch blonde. I don't remember what she said, but she snapped on your ass, and that's only because you said some disrespectful stuff, and some of the bills that you put up made no damn sense. And I'm pretty sure she's gonna mention it here. I think she's gonna talk about her own legacy here. But again, she's talking about how she never fit in. What are you talking about? You were a proud Republican. Republicans loved you. It was not until you went against Donald Trump, against the Epstein files, people went against you. That's just the pure facts. No one was against you until the Epstein files, and all the Republicans hated you for it. But now, but this is why I'm starting to question what's going to happen to people like Thomas Massey, what's going to happen to people like Nancy Mace, or even what's her name? I can't remember the individual who Donald Trump spoke to. What's going to happen to these Republicans that also signed in the what's the shit called? The thing that made the vote. Sorry guys, I'm having a frosted brain real quick. But she was one of 4 Republicans that signed a petition that was able to get the Jeffrey Epstein Transparency Act into the floor. So if she's the one that's getting flack for it, I'm wondering who else is getting flack for it.
are used by the political industrial complex of both political parties, election cycle after election cycle, in order to elect whichever side can convince Americans to hate the other side more. And the results are always the same. No matter which way the political pendulum swings, Republican or Democrat, nothing ever gets better for the common American man or woman.
But she played in that game. In fact, she was one of Donald Trump's best players. She even said that she gave Donald Trump her full loyalty for 6 years. Guys, this is the beginning. Guys, I'm telling you right now, this is the beginning of people turning on Trump. This is the beginning of people saying, I don't know what the hell I was going through. This is it. Marjorie Taylor Greene is the prime example of this is happening. Why? Because they are, I wish I had a censor button. They're fucked in the head. That's why, okay? They sat there and they told you that America is going to be great under Donald Trump. And Donald Trump has been pushing his own agenda. Donald Trump does not care about the Democratic Party. Does not care about the Republican Party. He cares about Trump. This is why you've seen Donald Trump with Saudi Arabia Prince, with the families of 9/11 saying they didn't love them there. I mean, mind you, the Saudi Arabia Prince got a Wall Street Journal, a Wall Street Journal writer killed. And he has him in Washington, D.C. Mind you, he has Trump Tower in Saudi Arabia. This is a conflict of interest. But does anyone care? Fuck no. But she's sitting here and she's trying to pretend that she wasn't playing these political games. You were playing these political games. Not too long ago, you were apologizing because you realized that you were a part of this shit. But now you're getting the other side of it and you can't handle it? We supposed to feel bad for you? Because you can't handle it? Fuck out of here.
The debt goes higher. Corporate and global interests remain Washington's sweethearts.
She says that debt goes higher. No shit, the debt goes higher. You signed into one big beautiful bill. You gave the biggest tax cuts when America's at its brokest. We're paying $200 more a week on groceries than we did last year. And Donald Trump is still spending money. He spent over $100,000 to be in Mar-a-Lago already. And you're sitting here talking about, oh, the debt is increasing. You're not figuring out how to stop the debt. You're doing the opposite. I never heard of anyone saying we're in debt. We need to stop. We need to stop producing the money the way we do. Taxes make the majority of the cash that we make here in America. We know we have $36 trillion in fucking debt? No, fuck it. Let's not focus on fixing it. Let's make sure Elon Musk becomes a trillionaire. We're in trillions of dollars in debt, and we have an individual who's about to be a trillionaire. Fuck out of here.
American jobs continue to be replaced, whether it's by illegal labor or legal labor by visas or just shipped overseas.
She's pissing me off. She's I forgot I had a soundboard. Listen, I'm gonna need y'all to
lock in, fuck niggas.
I'm gonna need y'all to
lock in, fuck niggas.
I'm gonna need y'all to
lock in, fuck niggas.
Because what in the fuck is she talking about? She says that illegal migrants are taking jobs. How? If we looked at the last 2 months, most of the jobs that are being lost are by AI. Your utility bills, your electricity bill is high as shit because Donald Trump is building the world's largest AI facility in America. But you telling me undocumented migrants is taking away my jobs. Yo, listen, what's crazy is the biggest ICE raid that ever happened was in your state. Was in Georgia, and it was a bust. They end up arresting people that were supposed to help you create jobs in America. Do you hear what I'm saying? Are you understanding? But she's saying undocumented migrants are taking your jobs, not AI. These billionaires are becoming trillionaires because they don't need to hire people. Most jobs that undocumented migrants take are literally underpaid jobs. Labors that the American people are not doing. What are you talking about? This is why Donald Trump said that if you want SNAP, you have to be at least 65 years old to stop working now. But no, fuck it.
Small businesses continue to be swallowed by big corporations. Americans' hard-earned tax dollars always fund foreign wars, foreign aid, and foreign interest. And the spending power of the dollar continues to decline.
That's because we're giving it all to Israel. We're giving it all to Israel. You know, I'm joking. We're not giving it all to Israel. But first of all, like, I would love to see her PAC money. I would love to see what PAC money she's receiving, because her ass, I know she lobbies for these Fortune 500 companies. Stop it. Stop it. Again, in Georgia, you had a Hyundai facility being built. You had Southern Korean people coming to those facilities to help you make those jobs, and you turned them away. You did that. You did that. So stop it with the loss of jobs. Stop it with the dollars declining. Stop it with the BS. We're not taking it anymore.
The average American family can no longer survive on a single breadwinner's income, as both parents have to work in order to simply survive. And today, many in my children's generation feel hopeless for their future and don't think they will ever realize the American dream. And that breaks my heart.
If you live in a Florida zip code.
Oh, man. I guess we got a commercial break, guys. My bad.
And have 0 DUIs in the last 5 years.
Commercial break.
I ran for Congress in 2020 and have fought every single day believing that Make America Great Again meant America first. I have one of the most conservative voting records in Congress, defending the First Amendment, Second Amendment, unborn babies, because I believe God creates life at conception, and I love to fight for the little guy. Strong, safe borders, I have fought hard for that. I've fought against COVID tyrannical insanity and mandated mass vaccinations, and I've never voted to fund foreign wars with your hard-earned tax dollars. However, with almost 1 year into our majority,
I gotta look into what type of bill she voted for. I know she voted for the One Big Beautiful Bill. I know she sponsored bills like making English America's first language. I know she was against the HB1 visas. I know she was against the border being open, which is fucking idiotic. She has a lot of bad policies, to be honest, but she does stand 100 toes down for conservative ideologies, to be honest. She's one of the most conservative people in the Republican household as we speak.
The legislature has been mostly sidelined. We endured an 8-week shutdown, wrongly, resulting in the House not working for the entire time. And we are entering campaign season, which means all courage leaves and only safe campaign re-election mode is turned on in the House.
That is true. What she's saying is not a cap. What we're going to see is that these candidates are not going to do any what's the word I'm looking for? Political strong gestures. Like when we seen the government shutdown, we're not going to be seeing it next year. Why? Because we have people campaigning and they don't want the government shutting down during a campaign, because no matter which parties are at fault, each party is going to get damage on that. So they rather not have a government shutdown. This is why I believe that the Affordable Care Act may not even be passed. And if anything, we may get a year, but that's very small. The only way, I'm telling you guys now, the only way I see the Affordable Care Act being passed is if Donald Trump is desperate. If Donald Trump is desperate and the Epstein files is kicking his ass, the tariffs is not giving him what he needs. If none of these things are happening in his side by December, he's going to make sure that the Republicans vote for the Affordable Care Act for another year. I'm telling you. The only way we're not going to see the Affordable Care Act being passed if Donald Trump thinks he's winning. If Donald Trump feels like he's winning and there's no way of him feeling like he's losing, he's going to make sure that Affordable Care Act may be passed. Or he's going to make sure he pushes his idea of a healthcare plan. I think he's going to push his idea of a healthcare plan a lot more than making them vote for the Affordable Care Act. But Donald Trump is very crazy guy. We seen him talk to Mamdani and love that motherfucker. So we have to see.
House of Representatives. During the longest shutdown in our nation's history, I raged against my own speaker and my own party for refusing to proactively work diligently to pass the plan to save Americans' health care and protect Americans from outrageous, overpriced, and unaffordable health insurance policies.
True. The
House should have been in session working every day to fix this disaster. But instead, America was force-fed disgusting political drama once again from both sides of the aisle on television every single day. My bills, which reflect many of President Trump's executive orders, like calling for a new census counting Americans only to draw new districts, making English the official language of the U.S.
Bro, she has the worst bills. Like, first of all, making the census to only focus on American-born citizens will not only be even more expensive because now they would have to create a database to help them figure out if these individuals are American, but they would also have to make sure that they're not counting people who aren't considered Americans. This is why we have estimates of how many undocumented migrants are in America, because it's impossible for us to figure out how many, the actual number of undocumented migrants live in America. That doesn't work out. And even then, so study shows that if the census does change to that way, that both the Republicans and Democrats are going to lose seats at the same pace. Like the top three states that have the most migrants is Canada, California, Texas, and Florida. The three largest states in America have the most migrants. So you would also be losing representatives in Texas and in Florida as well when you do this type of shit. But you guys don't think of that. And then making English the official language of the United States, this literally goes against the ideals of the Constitution. This goes against the ideals of the American dream. First of all, the English being the first, the national language to me doesn't make any sense because we are melting pot. We have too many different people here in America, and the idea of America is that you can come from different countries, come to America and make and live a better place. Yes, majority of people speak English, but making a national language just doesn't make any fucking sense in my opinion. And you know what? Let me also say this. The main reason why I'm against making English the national language is because it's a little bit racist and it pushes the idea of what I'm looking for, of hierarchy. It pushes hierarchy up there. If you speak English, you're in a hierarchy standard. If you don't know, language is used for gain. And let me give you a brief history, guys. I don't know if I'm making sense. Let me know if I'm making sense. But back then, what they did is if a country, right, they'll force a country to speak a new language, right? And the way they did that was by giving out books. They'll give out books for free. They'll sell books. But these books are specific languages, right? Let's pretend, let's say we're in the country of simple, right? The country of simple black theory. And we all speak free. We all speak free, right? But now we have this new individual who's selling this book, right? And it's English, right? And only the rich people knows this language. Only rich people knows English, right? Everyone knows free, but only rich people knows English, right? Since the rich people knows English, they're the only ones that's able to read. They're the only ones that's able to learn. They're the able ones that are able to evolutionize themselves in this society, right? So this forces everybody else to have to learn the language. In America, right? Now, in America, when we make English the official language, it makes it harder for people who comes from different backgrounds or have struggles learning these languages in this system. The system's already built for white people, but now when you're focusing on language, now you're taking the possibilities away from people that's actually trying. Some people take years to learn language, especially to read and write. We have to understand that some of these jobs don't even require you to even speak English. Again, I do believe that you should learn English, but if you're gonna make English a national language, then you should make it easier for people to learn English. You should make the education system better for this, right? If you're gonna make English the national language, then you should give the opportunities for newcomers, for new immigrants, for new migrants to have this opportunity to learn it. But you don't give it. But then you're trying to force people, hey, you gotta learn English. But they gotta fucking work. We live in a capitalistic country. We can't just stop making money to learn a new trade, to learn a new language. We don't get paid to do that shit. We have to continue making money. So when you say you have to know English and to have a job here, what about the people that try to become citizens that don't know English yet, that are focused? They can't, and then how do you train? We're gonna have tests now. We're gonna have tests just to see how good is your English. That's just like how when black people try to vote, and we had to have literacy tests. Sorry guys, water break. Hold up, but ow. Making English a national language just doesn't make any sense to me. We're a melting pot. Some people hate that shit, but we are a melting pot.
Making it a felony to medically trans a minor, and other bills like eliminating capital gains.
Oh my gosh, bro. This idea of minors turning trans without their parents' consent, that, you know, I'm not going to get into that because I haven't done a lot of research. The last research I did into it was about 2 months ago, so I have to rehash that. I will get into that, but I just know that's BS, and I will get into that another day because I am doing more live streams, guys. Wait, pause. I do want to make a few announcements, guys. I am doing a lot more live streams this week. Next week, we are doing a live stream talking about Sudan. Sudan is going to, we have some deep dive live streams. So we're going to be talking about Sudan next week. We're going to be talking about the ICE raids next week. We're going to be talking about a whole bunch of things. And we're also going to be talking about the history of trans people in Trans Awareness Month is February or March. I'm not too sure, but we're going to do a lot more knowledge of that. Oh no, the LGBTQ, I think it's in February. No, March. I'm not too sure. We'll look into that. But yeah, we're going to do a lot more things. So we're going to be doing a lot more learning, guys. So I appreciate that. But let's
taxes on the sale of your primary home and eliminating H-1B visas.
Stupid.
Just sit. They all sit collecting dust. That's how it is for most members of Congress bills. The speaker never brings them to the floor for a vote. Many common Americans are no longer easily convinced by paid political propaganda spokespersons and consultants on TV and paid shills on social media, obediently serving with cult-like conviction to force others to swallow the political party talking points.
That was you. That's what Donald Trump is doing, and you were literally spearheading that. You spearheaded that idea. You cannot sit here and speak maliciously of your colleagues when you've done it. And I'm gonna be honest with you, this video is kind of stupid. Your resignation, whatever you call that shit, you're resigning in January 8th. It's November 22nd. November fucking 22nd. You have about a month and some change with these motherfuckers. And you're talking shit as if you were not playing these games for almost 6 years.
Because they know how much credit card debt they have. They know how much their bills have gone up over the past 5 years. They actually do their own grocery shopping and know food costs too much. Their rent has increasingly gone up and up. They have been outbid by corporate asset managers too many times when they put in an offer to buy a house.
And it's your fault. And it's your fault. What did Donald Trump promise us? He promised an affordable country. He said the economy was going at a bad moment, so he's going to fix it. He's going to bring us to the golden age of America. He's about to finish his first year in office. You're about to resign before his first year in his second term is done. Because of the Epstein list, because of the Epstein files. Is that not fucking weird? On the same day you resign, Donald Trump meets Zoran Mamdani. Is that not weird? What's not clicking to you? I'm not gonna call her dumb, but I'm not gonna say she was being smart. You guys are pushing fucking dumbass ideas that is never going to work. And the bills that you brought up was never going to help Americans. Please explain to me how making English a national language going to help Americans. How is eliminating HB1 visas helping Americans? You know, I read there's a Ford manufacturing, the CEO of Ford says he has multiple 6-figure jobs opened that he cannot fulfill, that he needs foreigners to fulfill. You know why? Our education is shit. I mean, this is the same country that decided to say nursing isn't a profession. This is the same people that said the swastika for the Coast Guard should just be, it might be hate. It just might be hate. What bills did you give was going to help us? You voted for a man that said the Department of Education needs to be gone. You know what the Department of Education does? I will tell you. It helps people that needs to be helped in school. It provides teachers for ESOL. It provides teachers for remedial. It provides teachers for troubled students. It helps troubled students. It helps poor students. It helps migrant students. You took that away. You took away the scholarships. You agreed that RFK should be fucking the Secretary of Health. Now we got sick niggas. Now we got sick children. Measles. Is that not fucking crazy? We are one of the most advanced countries in the motherfucking world. And measles is kicking our ass. I'ma need y'all to
lock in, fuck niggas.
I'ma need y'all to
lock in, fuck niggas.
I said I'ma need y'all to
lock in, fuck niggas.
Because this doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, holy fuck. Did I not snap? Did I not snap?
They have been laid off after being forced to train their visa holding replacement. The college.
They're not training their visa holding replacements. The people that are getting visas are doing the 500. They're getting the big bucks. They're doing the jobs that we can't do because our school system is shit. Right? You talking shit about India, but India got some smart motherfuckers. You talking shit about Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia got some smart motherfuckers. You talking about we're gonna beat China. China is beating us right now in AI. We need them. The only reason why we're not in a fucking recession is because of AI, which is bittersweet. AI is taking our jobs. AI is making more money. But if the AI bubble bursts, guys, the AI bubble, basically a lot of people's putting a lot of money in AI. But if people stop putting money in AI, the AI bubble bursts and we heading to a fucking recession. We go broke because of AI, not Visa hoses, AI. This is why I also want to make an announcement that I was recently given an opportunity to be part of a team to create this app. I'm not creating the app. I'll just be the face of the app, which is a great thing. But they're using AI. Guess what my answer is? It's great. The opportunity is great. They're offering me stock options to the company. Like, offer me a good deal? Fuck no. Fuck no! We don't do AI in this bitch. We still low-key do still use AI when it comes to Google, and I still use AI for other particular reasons. And my girlfriend has been on me about that, so I have been focused on not using it. I don't use it for my videos. I more use it for entertainment purposes, which I'm not gonna get into. But I'm not using it anymore. Like, I'm not using it. I haven't been using it as much, but like, we'll talk about it later.
Degree they were told to earn
better.
only left them in debt with
Just don't
no
use
big
AI.
six-figure
Well,
salary.
again, guys, the problem that would say just don't use AI is because Google it uses AI. When you Google something, it does use AI features, and everything, almost a lot of things that you use are using AI features. When you have a smart TV, now they're implementing AI. Alexa is now implementing AI. There's a whole bunch of things being implemented in AI that is very dangerous. So this is why saying don't use AI is hard to say. Saying don't use like a ChatGPT, OpenAI, using a chatbot. Because using chatbot to me makes no sense. This is where we need to stop using chatbots. Chatbots is one thing that I am heavily against. Using AI in general, I can't say I'm heavily against because there's a lot of AI features that's being implemented, and being against it means that I'll be against a lot of other features that is inherently hard to not use. You get what I'm saying? So so please use AI less is what we need to say. Don't use AI for the simple things. Don't use AI for the simple things. And that was my problem before. That was what my girlfriend was telling me. I was making schedules with the AI. She was like, you don't have to do that. And she was right. I stopped doing that. Hey man, hey man, drop the bomb for my girl. You feel me? My camera froze? Holy fuck, my camera froze. Sorry, guys. Holy fuck. What the hell's going on? Give me a second. Give me a second. Technical difficulties. You feel me? Your boy's still trying to get better at this. Yo, what's up with the camera? Damn, this is embarrassing. Is that better, guys? Are we learning? Are we learning? I can see the chat a little bit. Okay. Everything good. All right, bet. Let's get back to this woman. Oh.
Salary.
I'm new at
this. They see
this.
more homeless people than ever on their own community streets. They can't afford health insurance or practically any insurance, and they just aren't stupid.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
These are the people I represent and love because that is who all of my family and friends are, common Americans. I've been blessed to represent the 14th District.
Common Americans, just woman, whatever.
District of Georgia for 5 years. The district is filled with some of the most wonderful, kind-hearted, God-fearing, patriotic, hardworking people you will ever meet.
She reading the teleprompter. You can tell she reading the teleprompter. Hey, you can't be mad at her reading the teleprompter. She might have wrote it, but hey, she reading the teleprompter.
Good, regular, common Americans. I've worked hard to bring taxpayer dollars back home to help district needs. I impeached Biden's Secretary of Homeland after watching my constituents die as he facilitated dangerous open border invasion into.
Hold up. What she said? What was her accomplishments?
Die. I impeached Biden's Secretary of taxpayer dollars back home to regular common Americans. I've worked hard to bring taxpayer dollars back home to help district needs.
So I'm assuming she's talking about getting Donald Trump's one big beautiful bill signed in, because I don't think she was she was not in the House of Representatives when Donald Trump was in office his first term. So she was part of the House Representative in the second term. But she wasn't part of the first term. So she's talking about the one big beautiful bill, which is going to make us fucking broke. Stop it. Yes, you brought more tax dollars back here, but we have to spend more fucking money. In fact, you know how much tariffs is costing us? For each individual, it's costing you $2,000 a year because of these tariffs. So I'm glad these tax dollars are coming back. And technically, the tariffs are the new taxes, guys. Are you not peeping? You have to remember, tariffs are a tax on the business. Tariffs on the tax on basically the country brings in goods from one country to our country, and that means tax. The goods that is coming to our country gets taxed. But guess who's bringing those goods to our country? The businesses, right? So it's a tax on the business. It's a tax on the business. The business don't want to pay that tax. That's why we're paying 50% of those tariffs, guys. We paid 50% of those tariffs. So the business are giving the tax on us. So Donald Trump is basically taxing us. So those $1 billion of tariffs, revenues that he's making are taxes from us, guys. We are still getting taxed, just not by our income anymore. Fuck. Shit. Sometimes I feel like Donald Trump just says, let's do the same shit and make it complicated. That's what it is. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Impeach Biden's Secretary of Homeland after.
Yes, they did impeach Biden's Secretary of Homeland, but when the Senate saw it, they was like, we're not gonna impeach this motherfucker because this doesn't even be worth of impeaching. You trying to impeach him because you think it's his fault for why we have mass why we have a mass migration in America. My nigga, first of all, this was one of the highest. One of the highest that happened was, I believe, in early 2000s. The highest immigration rate was in the early 2000s. Mind you, the reason why we had the highest migration rate in this century or in this decade was because of COVID. Niggas left America and they came back. Excuse me. Like, you guys are trying to blame Biden as if Biden was like, come. No, nigga. That nigga was like, oh shit, why are people trying to come? Kamala Harris, can you try to figure out why people are coming to America so much? That was her job. Talking about borders are. Our current borders are suck. Housing market's still fucking trash. We still can't get our jobs. And we can't blame the migrants. They're scared. They're not taking our jobs. They're too scared to even go to the job interview.
After watching my constituents die as he facilitated dangerous open border invasion into America. And I led the effort to defund hard left politically biased NPR and PBS and the corrupt USAID, and I did that as chair of the DOJ subcommittee.
Oh, yes. Oh yes, that is something to be proud about. You took away money from PBS and USAID. That is, and we're still in debt. Wait, we're still in debt? What's up with my shit? My sounds are not working. Fuck. Everything is collapsing in front of me, guys, but we're still in debt, right? What was the point of Doge? Doge's goal was to help us get out of debt and bring $5,000 to everyone's balance. Everybody, anybody, let me know. Did you receive $5,000? I'm waiting. My soundboard not working. Womp, womp, womp. Did you receive $5,000? Womp. No, you didn't. Did inflation go down? No, it didn't. It went up 3%. Nah, I can't start over, gang.
I have fought harder than almost any other elected Republican to elect Donald Trump and Republicans to power. I traveled the country for years. I spent millions of my own money. I missed precious time with my family that I can never get back. And I showed up in places like outside the New York courthouse in Collect Pond Park against a raging leftist mob as Trump faced Democrat lawfare. Meanwhile, most of the establishment Republicans who secretly hate him and who stabbed him in the back and never defended him against anything have all been welcomed in right after the election.
Oh, she's pissed. I get it now. Oh, I gotta make a video on this, guys. Guys, I'm gonna tell you why MTG left. I'm telling you why MTG left. It's simple. She is pissed. She is mad. Think about this. She wasn't able to be part of Donald Trump's board committee. Cabinet members. She wasn't a cabinet member. She wanted to be a cabinet member. I forgot I think she wanted to be, I forgot which cabinet seat she wanted. But she wasn't a cabinet member. She wanted to run for Senate. Donald Trump said, sit your ass down. Right? Then she said that she was going to run for governor. They said, sit your ass down. And now she's getting hate. Mind you, she was already pissed that Elon Musk was already running Doge. Mind you, she's part of the Doge committee because that's what they gave her. That's what they gave her. She didn't want to do that shit. She wanted to be next to Donald Trump. But she's been sidelined by Donald Trump so much that she feels like Donald Trump's bitch. Like, I feel hoed, and I would be too. I would quit too. I'm not mad at her for quitting. What the fuck? I had your back when Matt Gaetz, she was the only one when Matt Gaetz was going through these allegations, right? And people were like, yo, we're going to expose Matt Gaetz. The oversight committee was like, we're going to expose Matt Gaetz. She said, if y'all do that, I'm going to expose everybody in Congress. I will do that. So Matt Gaetz can stay in Trump's cabinet. And he still didn't end up being there. And did Donald Trump acknowledge that? No, he didn't. Oh, I don't give a fuck about how she feels. I'm going to tell you that now. I don't give a fuck. I'm telling you why she's in there. And I'm telling you, I understand. But she just played for the wrong team. She said the wrong shit. And she was at the wrong side. I'm not a Democrat. I'm a leftist. But I digress. What she did was not clever.
Lock in, fuck niggas.
Oh, my sound works. Oh, not all the sound works.
Lock in, fuck niggas.
But that one works.
And I will never forget the day I had to leave my mother's side as my father had brain surgery to remove cancerous tumors in order to fly to Washington, D.C. to defend President Trump and vote no against the Democrats' second impeachment in 2021.
Yeah. Second impeachment in 2021. So she got an office. Oh, okay. That was after. Because Donald Trump wasn't in office. He was in office after 2021. January 20th is when Biden became president. She went in office in 2020. So she was in office a year into Donald Trump's first term. But so what she's basically saying, and it makes a lot of sense, she's basically saying that she's tired of not being acknowledged by Donald Trump. And she's been acknowledged, but she's tired of not being awarded by Donald Trump, right? She's been acknowledged by Donald Trump, but she hasn't been awarded by Donald Trump, and now she's being banished by Donald Trump. She's tired. She misses her family. She misses her friends. She's tired of being attacked, and she's tired. She's over it. So you know what she's gonna do? She's not gonna be running for anything. She's probably gonna run for something again in 2028. I don't think she's gonna run for office. I don't think she's gonna run for office. She's still way too new into the political sphere, and she just made Storm. And she's quitting now. I don't think she's gonna quit. Damn, can you remove your resignation? Gang, can you remove your resignation? Thank you so much, guys. I'm wondering if you could move your resignation, because I just find it way too weird for her to leave. This is based on emotion right now. This is based on her and her family saying this is best for you. I want to see what happens January. Because, oh shit, she's resigning. Because that would mean, because right now she's focused on being reelected. And Donald Trump said no to the Senate. She said no to the governor. She probably don't want to do the House anymore. So she quits. She's done. That makes a lot of sense. Holy fuck. Sorry, guys. And let me know if this makes sense.
My poor father and my poor mother, it was way too much for all of us. Through it all, I never changed or went back on my campaign promises, and only disagreed in a few areas, like my stance against H-1Bs replacing American jobs, AI state moratoriums, debt for life 50-year mortgage scams, standing strongly against all involvement in foreign wars.
Now it's all Donald Trump, bitch ass. Talking about 50-year mortgages. And then he wants to deregulate AI. What type of shit is that? Guys, you do understand. First of all, I have to say this. We're fucked, man.
Lock in, fuck
I'm gonna need y'all to do it real quick.
Lock in, fuck niggas.
Bro, the job market is so terrible. September shows that we had 119,000 jobs, right? But the unemployment rate went up 4.4%. We was at 4.3%. This is not good, right? Because remember, this is for September. We're in what? September, October, November. We're in November. So we're 2 months back, right? So we're already at 4.4% unemployment rate, right? But the job report says that we have 19,000 jobs. Next month, how much you want to bet they're gonna revise it and say that we lost more jobs. Now, September job report is gonna come out late. Why? Because they're getting ready for the midterm election, guys. They're making these things come out late because Donald Trump does not want to look bad. He wants to have a good start for January. He doesn't want to look terrible. But guess what? It's looking terrible. We know it's looking terrible. 19,000 in September. It's going to be revised. It's probably going to be less than that. It's going to be 50,000 probably. October's going to be bad. November's going to be bad. December, we're going to see a pickup.
And demanding the release of the Epstein files. Other than that, my voting record has been solidly with my party and the president. Loyalty should be a two-way street, and we should be able to vote our conscience and represent our district's interests because our job title is literally representative.
You guys haven't been representing your constituents. You've been representing Donald Trump. The reason why you guys been playing this fucking game because Donald Trump is making you guys play this game. Because his presidency isn't about making America great. It's about making him richer and his get back. In Chicago, there's this gang called the Get Back Gang, right? They're trying to get back at the niggas that got at them. So you know what? That's what Donald Trump is doing. The Republicans are the new Get Back Gang. They have their hoodies on. They got their gats. They doing drive-bys on the motherfuckers they want to get. They want to get Comey's ass. They want to get Letitia's ass. What? They want to get Biden's ass. They want to get Obama's ass. They wanted to get Hunter, but Biden took him out the hood. Locked up.
Lock in, fuck niggas.
Locked up.
Lock in, fuck niggas.
Stop fucking playing with me. This is why you're not representing us. You too busy representing Trump. And Democrats are too busy trying to defend themselves against Donald Trump, so they're defending Democrats. Holy fuck.
America first should mean America first and only Americans first, with no other foreign country ever being attached to America first in our halls of government.
That doesn't make any fucking sense. America cannot be a separatist country. You cannot be America will not survive in a fucking free market. MGT, do you hear yourself? You're saying this as we're in a fucking free market. Think about that. Just pretend if companies were like that. Remember, Donald Trump is a businessman, right? So let's pretend America is a business. Now let's use this mindset for business, right? We are only focused on this business. We're not going to be focused on any other business. We're not going to partner up with any other business. We're not. Why? Because we know that partnering up with any other business might help us. That makes the most sense. Why do you think Amazon is getting bigger? Because they're partnering up with Ford. You know, they're selling used cars now, right? They're selling Apple products now, right? They're partnering up with other companies. If Amazon said, no, we're not going to partner up with any other companies and we're only focused on Amazon, they wouldn't be as big as now. Netflix. First of all, monopoly, their monopoly, they're actually building more companies and buying other companies. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? America first literally means America's death. That's what it means.
Standing up for American women.
Guys, she is not on live with me. A lot of people are thinking that maybe one day. But she's gonna have to stay in the kitchen with me.
Who were raped at 14 years old, trafficked and used by rich, powerful men should not result in me being called a traitor and threatened by the President of the United States, whom I fought for.
Guys, did you see her face? Guys, did you see her face? She said, for who I fought for. That's it. She's pissed, she's tired, and she's over it. She's pissed, she's tired, and she's over it. I'm gonna play it again. Look at her face.
Called a traitor and threatened by the President of the United States, whom I fought for.
She's letting you guys know. She's pissed. She's tired. She's over it.
However, while yes, hurtful, my heart remains filled with joy, my life is filled with happiness, and my true convictions remain unchanged, because my self-worth is not defined by a man, but instead by God, who created everything in existence. You see, I have...
It sounds like she's... Oh, guys, I'm telling you, Marjorie Taylor Greene... Bro, guys, Marjorie Taylor Greene is no longer in the Trump trance. Marjorie Taylor Greene is no longer in the Trump sunken place. She's out. You see her face when she said that? Did you see her face? She looked happy. She realized that she was worshiping Donald Trump, and she says, I'm now, she said, first of all, she lied, because she was worshiping Donald Trump, and now she realized, I can't worship this man any longer. She says she's no longer Republican. I gotta get into that. But this just proves, guys, we're going to see more people like her. I will make a video about this. I have to. I have to now. She's no longer in the Trump trance. And fellas, this goes to show to you, or anybody, not just the fellas, this goes to show to you, you don't have to be attractive for people to love you. People love Trump. Oh, shit. Is it because he has money and power? Let me shut the fuck up.
Never valued power, titles, or attention, in spite of all the wrong assumptions about me. I do not cling to those things because they are meaningless and empty traps that hold too many people in Washington. I believe in term limits and do not think Congress should be a lifelong career or an assisted living facility.
Democrats. That's targeted to Democrats. Guys, Democrats have a fucking problem with term limits. That's what she's saying. She's basically saying that, oh shit, she's trying to set the example for term limits. She's trying to set the example for term limits. She's been in office. She's been in the House for 5 years. She's been in office since 2020. In 2026 is going to be 6. She's trying to set up term limits. Smartest thing you said. I think I said a lot of smart things.
My only goal and desire has ever been to hold the Republican Party accountable for the promises it makes to the American people and put America first.
Donald Trump has 3 years to prove that promise. That's not going to fucking happen. I'm going to let you guys know that now. He has 3 more years. The first year was already a fuck up. The second year, he has to clean up. Yo, I'm going to give you a brief synopsis or an idea of Donald Trump's next few years. This first year is a fucking mess. The first year is a fucking mess. The second year can be one out of 2 things. He's either going to try to clean up the mess. More than likely, he's not. Or he's going to make the mess greater. Because he didn't go. There's a lot more things he wants to get done. There's the midterm. He might clean up a little bit of the mess because of the midterm. We might see a little bit of a cleanup because of the midterm. But we're going to see extra shit that he's going to add. We're going to see more shit he's going to attack. There's a lot of shit. Guys, if you think that Donald Trump attacked a lot of our rights, he just got started. If you want a better understanding of what's ahead of us, Agenda 47. Agenda 47. Yo, Eric, what's good, gang? Agenda 47. That's going to help us. And I will make a live stream video on that too. But I forgot where I'm at. Whatever. Guys, it's going to be a lot worse. So the second year, he's going to do a lot more dumb shit, but he's also going to fix some more dumb shit. Like he's going to do, he might fix his tariff shit. He might try to fix the inflation problem. He's going to try to fix the AI shit. Not the AI shit. He might try to fix the job problems. Those are the 2 things he's going to try to fix because the economy is going to be the most smart thing for him for the second year. He's going to focus on that. The third year, he's going to put some more bullshit. But the 4th year could be a mess. I'm not too sure. I'm speaking a little too much.
And I have fought against Democrats' damaging policies like the Green New Deal, wide open, deadly, unsafe border policies, and the trans agenda on.
What border policies was bad that that Biden had? There were honestly, there were no major border policies that were given. Why? Republicans struck it down. What the? Let me not be loud.
Lock in, fuck niggas.
I'm gonna be locked in, bro. Didn't Republicans struck down a border policy? Mind you, Donald Trump says that he stopped border crossings with no policies. How is it gonna last? He shut the border down, guys. That's a temporary fix. That's a temporary fix for him. Because when he's done being president, he wants to be able to say, I had the lowest migration coming in. That's what he wants to say. That's what he wants to say. What we got? We got what? 2 more minutes, guys? Let's wrap this up. I'm going to talk a little less. But if she says some more shit, I'm going to interrupt. I'm going to interrupt.
children and against women. With that has brought years of non-stop, never-ending personal attacks, death threats, lawfare, ridiculous slander and lies about me that most people could never withstand even for a single day.
You're quitting your job. You're not quitting your, well, resigning is basically quitting. You're quitting your job. You're one of those people. And you were one of those people that were doing it. You were, oh, this is my girlfriend's work, guys. My girlfriend did this. I will, one day, I will be able to show, one day, if we ever do a fundraiser, we'll sell some. Signed and all. That's for a fundraiser. That's if we're trying to make money for a particular group of people. For something like that, obviously gonna be more transparent. But we're not gonna talk about money and none of that shit because that don't fucking matter.
It has been unfair and wrong, not only to me, but
I gotta ask her,
especially to my family. But it's been wrong to my district as well.
I agree. I don't think anyone should receive any hate that she's receiving. Although she's an individual that did the hate. I wish I was able to pull up all Marjorie Taylor Greene's Twitter. Oh yes, join the Discord. We're gonna talk about Discord pretty soon, guys. But let's finish this up.
I have too much self-respect and dignity. I love my family way too much, and I do not want my sweet district to have to endure a hurtful and hateful primary against me by the president that we all fought for, only to fight and win my election while Republicans will likely lose the midterms, and in turn be expected to defend the president against impeachment after he hatefully dumped tens of millions of dollars against me.
She's already telling you the plot of the movie before it gets there. This is why Texas wanted to redistrict. Because if Democrats get the House and Senate, what happens? Think about that for a minute. Why do you think she's stepping down? If Democrats get the House and Senate, what's going to happen to Donald Trump? Impeachment.
Lock in, fuck niggas.
Impeachment. That's why I want Dems to win. That's one reason why I want Dems to win. To get that nigga out. That's why a lot of people are voting for Dems.
And tried to destroy me. It's all so absurd and completely unserious. I refuse to be a battered wife, hoping it all goes away and gets better.
That's crazy. She just described her and Donald Trump's relationship as a married couple in as a woman in an abusive relationship. Didn't people tell you that's Donald Trump's character? Is that surprising to you guys? That's Donald Trump's character. He gives you the sense of abuser. Because he's done it. He was liable, he was liable, allegedly. He's liable.
If I am cast aside by the president and the MAGA political machine and replaced by neocons, big pharma, big tech, military-industrial war complex, foreign leaders, and the elite donor class that can never, ever relate to real Americans, then many common Americans have been cast aside and replaced as well. There is no plan to save the world or a 4D chess game being played.
She just told all MAGA. She's talking to you, MAGA.
Lock in, fuck niggas.
She's talking to you guys. This nigga not playing 4D chess. This nigga's looking at the wall, talking about make America great again.
Common American people realize and understand that the political industrial complex of both parties is ripping this country apart, that not one elected leader like me is able to stop Washington's machine from gradually destroying our country. And instead, the reality is that they, common Americans, the people, possess the real power over Washington, then I'll be here by their side to rebuild it. Until then, I'm going back.
I'm sorry, her teeth nice. Her teeth nice, but look fake.
To the people that I love, to live my life to the fullest as I always have, and I look forward to a new path ahead.
All right, gang. Whoo! Marjorie Taylor Greene, Marjorie Trader Green, Marjorie Trader Brown, whatever you want to call her. 10-minute video basically explaining that she's no longer going for re-election, she's resigning, and she's only going to serve 6 years. I got a lot from this. Just a quick understanding of what's happening and then a few announcements. So what I do believe is that Marjorie Taylor Greene is pissed that she didn't get any award from Donald Trump or reward from Donald Trump when she was representing him in the last 5 or 6 years, and that she's pissed that she's getting attacked by Donald Trump. Honestly, she was always going rogue. We've been seeing her going rogue before Donald Trump became president. And she's tired. Her family misses her. She wants to be part of her family, and she's trying to push the idea of term limits. So her stepping down is going to push the idea of term limits. We're going to see her talk about that a lot more often. That's what I got from it, right? She felt like she was bullied. She felt abused in a relationship with Donald Trump. She wants to leave. And and this is also an idea of what a lot of people are going to say after leaving the Trump administration, after leaving MAGA. We're going to see when people leave the MAGA syndrome, when people are no longer in MAGA world, they're going to step here and they're going to realize this. And I remember watching TikTok videos and people are going to be like, there's going to be a day when people are going to be like, I didn't know that was happening. That's her. She sat there and was like, I didn't know that this was how people were going through. I'm sorry. You were doing that. What the fuck are you talking about? That was you. We're going to see more people be doing that, I'm telling you. But just a few announcements, guys. I have a Discord with my organization, the Nation of Black Liberation. If you are black and you want to join an organization, please click the link in the bio and fill out that interest form. If you are not black and you want to support the organization, if you want to be an ally, join the Discord, guys. We're actually having a movie night tonight. I am going to post the flyer on my Instagram today. What time? Send you all the information. And I'm gonna tell you what movie. It's a black film, guys. We're a black organization. So if you want to support that, stay tuned for that. Please join the Discord, guys. Link is in the bio. Join the Discord. Say what's up. We need the Discord to be popping. You get what I'm saying? Thank you guys so much for being here. We had over 100 people here on TikTok. We had over 5 people at one point on YouTube. Thank you guys so much. We're gonna be doing this as much as possible. This will be on platforms and stuff. Again, thank you guys so much, and
lock in, fuck niggas.
I'm out. Peace, love. Always wanted to put the yeah, that's it. Thank you.